And good evening to you. I'm Brien McElhatten, live from the Utah State Capitol, and this begins our coverage of the 2024 legislative session. It is that time of year again, folks. If you are a political junkie, this is like the first day of school. You get to meet your colleagues, you get to gossip a little bit, and you get to work with the lessons of the day, the bills. If you are not a political junkie, if you're on the other end of the spectrum, maybe your eyes are glazing over at what we're about to talk about. But wherever you are along that spectrum, keep this in mind. The decisions made in this building over the next 45 days will impact you, your family, and your bottom line. And that's why we believe this coverage is so important, and that's why we are here today. One of the biggest issues facing Utah, and indeed the Greater West, is water, right? We talk about it every year, that dwindling supply, that finite resource that we all have to pay attention to. I want to introduce you to State Representative Doug Owens. He's a Democrat, and he's considering right now 3 bills right now on water issues. Can you tell me how they're all connected, Representative, and how they work?
Well, water is doubly important in Utah. Not only are we needing to grow and have enough water for more people, we also have to take care of a terminal lake, the Great Salt Lake. Right. We've got to make sure not only that people have enough to use, but that we're sending enough water to keep the lake alive and keep down the dust and keep our wildlife alive and other important purposes that the lake serves us. So
I want to ask you about House Bill 11, talking about landscaping and water use in landscaping.
Right. And one thing we got to do, everybody knows a lot of our water is used in agriculture, but what a lot of people haven't focused on is that their own houses use a lot of water for outside. About half the water delivered to houses in Utah goes to water outside, and it's 100% depleted when it goes outside. So we want people to shift more away from grass that's not walked on or played on by our kids, and put that more into shrubs and trees, because we get the cooling effect for using less water.
I think the term we hear about is non-functional turf. That's right. Trying to get rid of that. Lawmakers in Colorado are considering something similar. They've already done it in parts of Nevada and in California,
too. That's right. And we've started to take out old sod. I've got a bill to require that municipalities have ordinances in place for new construction. Let's not keep putting in turf, wall-to-wall turf, without thinking about it. Let's only use it when it's going to be actually used by people.
Sure. Let's talk about HB 62 now, Utah Waterways Amendment. How does this one work?
That one is an educational bill. That's making sure that our kids are grow up in our state understanding the water cycle, how the human history of interacting with that water cycle, and how we're going to keep our lakes and wildlife alive. It just teaches our kids how to culturally deal with the water.
Do you feel like they're not getting that information necessarily in a standardized way?
Well, we want them to have it be top of mind. Yeah, it's not standardized, so we're trying to spread that word. And other important initiatives we got going this year include an initiative to get water from farmers, to pay farmers when they want to let water go late in the season. Like last year, a lot of farmers had plenty of water and would have been willing to lease their water to the state, but we didn't have a program in place to get that, to pay them for it and to shift it to the lake without them losing the permanent right. So
now, you're a Democrat, of course. We've got the Republican supermajority here. How do you plan to work with them to get these items through?
Well, it is a bipartisan issue. There's really not a partisan angle on water. It's important for people to know there's a lot of political will on both sides of the aisle to get this done and take care of the lake and make sure we secure our future with the water.
Well, we will be paying attention to this for sure. Water issues so critical to us and the Greater West. Representative Owens, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be talking with you again some other time about this. Okay, so you heard about the water issues there, everybody. Lots of other bills up for consideration during this legislative session. 400 in all, and just 45 days to consider those bills, to debate those bills, and to possibly pass those bills. That's not a lot of time to get the work done.